Hey guys, this is how to play Wake Me Up When September Ends by Green Day. I'm going to go through the whole song from beginning to end, so come join me. Right, let's zoom in and have a look at the main riff of the song. It goes like this. Cool, so let's start. So we're on the 5th fret of the D string with your 3rd finger, and then we're playing the open string underneath, so it's, and then your 1st finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. So you're going, and you're just hitting them all with downstrokes, and the bottom one with an upstroke. And that picking pattern is the same throughout most of the song, especially this intro. So then we're going, and then with your 2nd or middle finger on the 4th fret of the D string, you're playing the same thing again. You're going, so it's, and then you change it up, and it goes middle finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, and your 1st finger goes on the 2nd fret of the D string, playing the open G underneath, and it goes. So that is the open D, open G to the 3rd fret, sorry, of the B string, and then put it all together, it goes like this. Let's do that one more time really slowly. So it's, and then you go to a C major power chord or C major, and you're hitting the root note on the 3rd fret of the A string, and then you're kind of breaking up the chord again to, so it's, open, C major, then C minor, and then you hit the open of the G, B and the G, and you go to a G chord, so an open G chord, and you go, let's break down that 2nd half of the main riff. So you're going from a C major, so it's, then to a C minor, open, then to a G, you're doing the G 4 times, then you go back round to the main riff again, so we're going, open, C major, C minor, G, and then instead of doing the G again, you go down with your 1st finger on the 2nd fret of the E string, making an A sharp note, so it's, so that's the intro to Wake Me Up When September Ends. So we'll do that all together. C major, C minor, G, and then we go back to the main riff. C major, C minor, G, F sharp, and that's the intro. So after you played the main intro riff, it then goes to the G, walking down to the F sharp, then it's E minor, you're playing the open E, then second finger on the second fret of the D string, and then it's open B to a B minor, so that's the first finger on the second fret of the A string, third finger on the fourth fret of the D string, and then your middle finger goes on the third fret of the B. So together that goes. Then to a C, so the third finger on the third fret of the A string, and then your first finger goes on the first fret of the B string, and it goes like this, or something like that. Then it's back to the G, walking down to the F sharp, and then E minor, so that goes. Back to the B minor, C major, and then instead of going back to the G, we're doing a D major and playing the open D and D major chord. So then it's open D, first finger on the second fret, third finger on the third fret of the B, and then you got your middle finger underneath the first finger on the second fret of the first string. Then it goes back round to the main riff. Right, this is the next section. So this is when the electric guitars start to come in, so you're hearing the main riff again. But instead of breaking up the chords like we did in the intro, we're just playing the chords. So it's C major, C minor, and then a G power chord. So you're just hitting the first finger on the third fret of the E, and then your ring finger and pinky are on the fifth fret of the A and the D. So it's probably key to learn this shape for any Green Day song, as they use power chords pretty much in all of their songs. So once you've learned this shape, you can sort of move it around the fretboard and learn almost any Green Day song. So sidetrack a little bit there, but if we just start that from the beginning, so it's played twice, and then that plays it again, and the next section plays. This is probably quite a fiddly chord to learn when you're new. So you've got your first finger on the second fret of the E, your pinky on the fifth fret of the A string, and then your middle finger, not your middle finger, your ring finger on the fourth fret of the D. So you're going. Let's do that again. So it's C major, C minor, G power chord, and then probably an F sharp something. I'm not quite sure what this chord's called, but it's F sharp. Then to an E minor. So an E minor is your first finger, for this song it will be at least, the open E, first finger barring the second fret of the A and D string, so it goes. B minor chord again. And then C major, or just a C power chord, so it's E minor, B minor, C power chord, and then we go round again, so it's G, F sharp something, E minor, B minor, C major or C power chord, and then instead of going back round again, we're going sliding up to the D, so that's that same shape again that we've used for all the power chords. It's then it's back round to the main riff. Cool, so that's that section. Come up to the 12th fret and it goes like this. So how to play that? That's only the G and the B strings. So you're going between the 12th fret on the G and the B. So it's, and the same picking pattern again, but you move your first finger down to the 11th fret of the B on the G. So it's, and you slide that shape up a fret, so your first finger's on the 12th and your middle finger's on the 13th, so it goes and then you play the 12th on the first with your first finger on the G, and then you play the 15th on the B string and you play it together and it goes, and then you move your first finger down to the 11th, so it's the same pattern again, so it's, and then for the last time it will go like this, playing it twice round. Ending on the third, ending on the G on the 12th fret. So it goes all together, really slowly goes. Okay guys, that's how to play Wake Me Up When September Ends by Green Day. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.